First episode of American Soul, a 10-episode scripted drama series premiering next Tuesday, February 5th, starting at 9 p.m. on BET. Before we get into this, let's have a few words from our president, Mr. Scott Mills.
Good evening. How's everybody doing? We thank you so much for being here. We know everybody had to brave this crazy weather, and so we really appreciate you coming out. I do want to start by saying that the entire BET family was heartbroken when we heard the news of the terrible attack on Jesse this morning. We've reached out to Jesse and his entire team, and we've said we'll support him in every way to ensure that he gets all the support from the entire extended BET family. It was a terrible thing. You know, it's an amazing moment for BET right now. We, the entire BET team, if the folks that you know have looked a little sleepy this evening, it's actually because a year ago we set about to develop an entirely new mission for BET, an entirely new programming strategy. And as you probably know, it takes a long time to make content. And so what's happening at this moment is that new mission and that new strategy are coming to fruition. So Saturday, we were all in Sundance, where we premiered the new original series EP by Lena Waithe and Halle Berry, Boomerang, and that was an amazing experience for us. Then we all jumped on a plane and flew to LA, where we premiered the new BET film starring Taraji P. Henson, What Men Want, produced by our friend Will Packer. Then we all flew back here, and we're sharing this with you all, our really close friends, this amazing, amazing story. And then we have a fabulous piece of content coming right behind it that we're doing in partnership with Dwayne Johnson called Finding Justice. And I just want to take a second to talk about the mission and talk about the strategy so you have context for what you're about to see. When we sat down and we talked about our mission, we said, when our extraordinary founder, Bob Johnson, created BET, he used to like to say the E stands for entertainment, right? And that was the responsibility of the company. When we sat down a year ago, we said, we're approaching our 40th anniversary. The world in which we are functioning has gone completely awry. The state of the African American community is profoundly challenged, and BET has a tremendous responsibility. So we have to think about, do we have a responsibility to be more than just an entertainment company? And where we landed after a lot of thinking was that our mission is, yes, to entertain, but it's also to engage, and most importantly, to empower African Americans. Now, once we arrived at that idea of entertaining and empowering, we said, how do we bring it to life? We went to our programming filters and we said, we have to think about the stories that we're going to tell. We have to tell stories that entertain, because if you don't entertain, you don't get the opportunity to empower. But in those stories that are entertaining, we need to identify characters that resonate with our community, characters that are doing things that are ultimately aspirational, so that the people watching BET and experiencing BET can see reflections of the best of our community, can see people manifesting and pursuing dreams and making really big things happen. And we fundamentally believe that that was an important part of our responsibility. And that's how we got to American Soul. This is an amazing story about